Ever felt like you're missing out on meaningful connections or that you struggle to influence others effectively? I've been there too. That's where Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends, Influence People comes in. This book is a game changer, filled with practical tips on improving your social skills, building lasting relationships, and becoming more persuasive without feeling fake. Trust me, these insights can make a world of difference in both your personal and professional life. So if you're eager to learn how to win friends and influence people, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Chapter 1 is titled Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. In the first chapter, Carnegie emphasizes the importance of understanding human nature. One of the core ideas is that people crave appreciation and recognition. This isn't about flattery, but about sincere appreciation. Think about it. Don't you feel great when someone genuinely acknowledges your efforts? I remember a time at work when a colleague, Anthony, was consistently going above and beyond his duties. Instead of letting it go unnoticed, I made it a point to appreciate his dedication during a team meeting. Anthony was visibly pleased and motivated, and our professional relationship grew stronger. The key lessons in this chapter are: Number 1, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Criticism can damage pride, create resentment, and invite backlash. Number 2, give honest and sincere appreciation. Genuine appreciation encourages and motivates people. Number 3, understand what others desire and help them achieve it. By incorporating these techniques, you can create a positive environment where people feel valued and motivated. Chapter 2 is titled 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Carnegie shares 6 practical ways to make people like you. One powerful tip is to remember people's names. When you use someone's name, it makes them feel special and important. At a networking event, I met dozens of new people. I made a conscious effort to remember and use their names during conversations. The positive reactions were immediate. People appreciate it when you remember their name because it shows that you care and are paying attention. The key lessons in this chapter are: Number 1, become genuinely interested in other people. Show interest in others to gain their interest in you. Number 2, use names often in conversation to build rapport. Using these methods, you can build genuine and lasting connections with others. Next, we have Chapter 3 titled How to Win People to Your Way of Thinking. This chapter focuses on influencing others without causing resentment. Carnegie suggests avoiding arguments and respecting others' opinions. When someone feels heard and respected, they're more likely to be open to your ideas. I recall a disagreement with a friend over a project idea. Instead of arguing, I listened to his perspective and acknowledged his valid points. By respecting his views, we had a constructive conversation and reached a solution that satisfied both of us. Key lessons. Number 1 is the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Avoid arguments to prevent negative emotions. Number 2 is to show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say you're wrong. Now, onto Chapter 4, titled Be a Leader. How to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. In this chapter, Carnegie teaches us how to lead effectively by encouraging rather than criticizing. Leaders who focus on positive reinforcement tend to have more loyal and motivated teams. Once, I managed a team member who was struggling with deadlines. Instead of criticizing his shortcomings, I highlighted his strengths and offered constructive feedback gently. This approach boosted his confidence and performance. The key lessons in this chapter are: Number 1, call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. Number 2 is to always ask questions instead of giving direct orders. Chapter 5 is titled Letters That Produced Miraculous Results. This chapter highlights the power of well-crafted letters. A heartfelt letter can produce remarkable results by expressing genuine appreciation and warmth. I once wrote a thank you letter to a mentor who had a significant impact on my career. The letter was sincere and personal, expressing my deep gratitude. This gesture strengthened our relationship and opened up new opportunities. The key lessons in this chapter is that writing thoughtful letters can help you build stronger connections and open new doors. Chapter 6 is titled 7 Rules for Making Your Home Life Happier. In this chapter, Carnegie extends his principles to family life, emphasizing the importance of appreciation, listening, and showing interest in others. That is to say that simple acts of appreciation can transform your home environment. Let's look at this real-life example scenario. At home, I started acknowledging my family's efforts more often, whether it was cooking a meal or helping with chores. This simple practice brought us closer and created a more harmonious and healthy environment. The key lessons in this chapter are: Number 1, don't nag. Avoid constant criticism. Chapter 7 is titled, How to Make Friends Quickly and Easily. Making friends quickly and easily is a valuable skill. In this chapter, Carnegie advises being genuinely interested in others and listening attentively. When I started a new job, I made an effort to learn about my colleagues' interests and listen to their stories. This approach helped me build strong connections quickly and made me feel more at ease in my new workplace. The key lessons in this chapter are: Number 1, be genuinely interested in others. Always show real curiosity. Number 2, always remember and use people's names. This always make them feel valued. Now, on to Chapter 8, titled How to Get Cooperation. In this chapter, Carnegie discusses the art of getting cooperation from others. One technique he suggests is to let the other person feel that the idea is theirs. I tried this approach when working on a group project. By encouraging my teammates to share their ideas and giving them credit, we achieved better cooperation and a successful outcome. The key lessons in this chapter are: Number 1, let the other person feel ownership of ideas. Always encourage participation. Number 2, avoid criticism and focus on positive reinforcement. Chapter 9 is titled A Formula That Will Work Wonders for You. Here, Carnegie introduces a simple yet effective formula. Begin with praise and honest appreciation, call attention to mistakes indirectly, and end with a positive suggestion. I applied this formula when providing feedback to a colleague. Starting with praise, addressing the issue gently, and ending with encouragement led to a positive response and improvement. The key lessons in this chapter is that we should address mistakes indirectly and always be subtle in criticism. Now, we have come to the last chapter, Chapter 10, titled What Everybody Wants. Everyone desires to feel important. In this chapter, Carnegie highlights the importance of making others feel valued and respected. I remember a time when I thanked a janitor for keeping the office clean. The look of appreciation on his face was priceless, and it reminded me how small acts of acknowledgement can make a big difference. The key lessons in this chapter are: Number 1, always make people feel important and show genuine respect and appreciation. Number 2, acknowledge efforts and achievements and always recognize others' contributions. By applying these principles, you can build strong and positive relationships. So, there you have it, some timeless wisdom from How to Win Friends, Influence People by Dale Carnegie. These principles are simple yet powerful, and they can transform your personal and professional life. Meanwhile, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.